True attraction isn't about tricks or playing games. It's about forging genuine, meaningful connections that leave a lasting mark. Many men mistakenly believe that showing off or trying to impress with flashy gestures is the key to attracting women. However, real attraction starts from within. It's about embracing qualities like emotional presence, quiet confidence, a hint of mystery, and even the power of silence. In this video, we'll uncover 7 timeless principles to help you build deep, authentic connections without the need for manipulation or chasing approval. These insights aren't about quick fixes, but about cultivating a genuine self that naturally draws others in. You'll discover how maintaining steady eye contact can establish presence and trust, how introducing subtle challenges can ignite curiosity, and why a touch of mystery keeps things exciting. We'll also dive into the underestimated power of silence, how saying less can sometimes communicate far more and deepen the connection. These ideas are deeply rooted in the wisdom of Stoicism, which teaches self-mastery, emotional control, and a profound understanding of human relationships. Attraction at its core isn't about your actions, but the person you become. When you stop seeking validation and focus instead on mastering yourself, authentic connections will naturally follow. Whether you're aiming to strengthen an existing relationship or simply connect on a more authentic level, these principles will help you stand out. Let's explore these transformative ideas together and discover how to build connections that are both deep and enduring. Number 1. The power of non-physical attraction. Non-physical attraction goes beyond the surface, touching the very essence of human connection. It's not about appearances, but the energy someone exudes and how they carry themselves. At its core, non-physical attraction is rooted in confidence, emotional intelligence, mystery, and authenticity, qualities that create a lasting impact. Imagine a man walking into a room with quiet composure. He doesn't seek attention, but his steady presence, calm demeanor, and assured gaze naturally draw people toward him. This is the power of confidence. Not arrogance, but a deep self-awareness and comfort in one's own skin. A confident man doesn't need to prove himself or chase validation. He knows his worth, and that quiet self-assurance becomes magnetic. Confidence is a signal of emotional stability, a trait that many women instinctively find appealing. Yet, confidence alone isn't enough. Emotional intelligence elevates non-physical attraction to another level. A man who listens deeply, engages with empathy, and understands the emotions of others fosters meaningful connections. He doesn't just hear words. He listens to what's beneath them by asking thoughtful questions and responding with genuine interest. He demonstrates respect and care. This emotional maturity is compelling because it shows he values more than just surface-level interactions. Another critical aspect of non-physical attraction is mystery. A man who doesn't reveal everything about himself all at once creates a sense of intrigue. Mystery isn't about being distant or aloof. It's about pacing the discovery process. By sharing just enough, while holding some parts of himself back, he sparks curiosity and invites others to dig deeper. This natural enigma keeps the connection dynamic and engaging, leaving room for growth and exploration. Authenticity ties all these elements together. A man who is unapologetically himself, flaws and all, stands out. Authenticity isn't about perfection. It's about embracing who you truly are and letting that shine through. When a man is genuine, he creates an environment where others feel safe to be themselves, too. This vulnerability fosters trust and deeper bonds. Women in particular are drawn to men who are authentic because it signals honesty and stability, qualities that build strong foundations in relationships. Respect and presence further amplify non-physical attraction. A man who respects others by showing kindness, attentiveness, and genuine care fosters an environment where people feel valued. Presence isn't about dominating a space. It's about being fully engaged in the moment. When a man holds eye contact, listens without distractions, and creates moments of stillness during conversations, he makes others feel seen and appreciated. These simple yet profound gestures leave a lasting impression. Ultimately, non-physical attraction is about the energy a man brings into every interaction. His confidence, emotional intelligence, authenticity, and sense of mystery make him stand out in a world where physical appearances often dominate. Those who master these qualities offer something far deeper, a connection that lingers long after the first encounter. In a society where superficial traits are often celebrated, cultivating non-physical attraction allows you to build relationships based on trust, respect, and genuine connection. This approach, inspired by timeless Stoic principles of self-mastery and emotional control, offers a path to meaningful relationships that resonate on a deeper level. By focusing on who you are rather than what you do, you create the space for authentic bonds to flourish. Number 2, making her feel truly seen. Making a woman feel truly seen begins with your presence, being fully engaged and offering your undivided attention. It's about creating a space where she feels acknowledged, valued, and deeply understood. This isn't just about observing her on the surface, but connecting with the person she is beneath it all. The foundation of this connection is listening. Listen not only to her words, but also to the tone of her voice, the emotions she conveys, and even the subtle shifts in her expressions. Pay attention to the little details, the way her eyes light up when she talks about something she loves, the gentle laugh she gives at a small joke, or the pause she takes before sharing something personal. These moments reveal her essence, and noticing them shows her you care about who she truly is. Another essential element is creating a safe space where she feels free to express herself without interruption or judgment. Let her speak at her own pace, share her dreams, her fears, and even her vulnerabilities. When you validate her feelings and perspectives, acknowledging her without dismissing or trivializing her emotions, you send a powerful message that you respect her not just for her strengths, but also for her uncertainties. This builds trust and encourages her to open up even more. But listening isn't enough on its own. To truly see her, you must dive deeper into her emotional world. Ask thoughtful, open-ended questions that invite her to reflect and share more about herself. Questions like, what inspires you the most? Or, what do you value most in life? Show her that you're genuinely curious about who she is as a person. These questions help create meaningful conversations that go beyond small talk, building a bond rooted in authenticity and understanding. Eye contact is another subtle yet powerful way to make her feel seen. When you hold her gaze, not in a way that's intense or uncomfortable, but with warmth and attentiveness, you show her that you're fully present. Eye contact communicates that her presence matters to you, reinforcing the sense that she's important and valued in that moment. Authenticity is the final vital piece of the puzzle. To make her feel truly seen, you must show up as your genuine self. Let your actions align with your words, and don't be afraid to let your own vulnerability show. Women are drawn to men who are self-aware and comfortable in their own skin, men who don't feel the need to wear a mask or play a role. By embracing who you are, flaws and all, you give her permission to do the same. This shared authenticity fosters trust and intimacy, creating a space where both of you can connect on a deeper level. Ultimately, making her feel seen isn't about grand gestures or saying all the right things. It's about being present, paying attention, and showing her through your actions that you value her for who she is. By listening deeply, creating a safe space for her thoughts and emotions, asking meaningful questions, and showing up authentically, you can build a connection based on mutual respect, understanding, and true partnership. In doing so, you're not just making her feel seen. you're forging a bond that can stand the test of time. Number 3. Mastering the art of subtle challenge. The art of subtle challenge lies in striking the perfect balance between inspiring growth and maintaining a sense of intrigue. It's not about forcing change or exerting control, but gently encouraging self-awareness and sparking curiosity. A subtle challenge, when done thoughtfully, allows for reflection and growth without pressure or judgment. Instead of telling someone what to do, a subtle challenge invites them to consider their own path. Asking questions like, "What do you think about that?" or "How might you approach this differently?" can encourage deeper introspection. These questions shift the focus to their own thoughts and feelings, creating a sense of ownership over their choices rather than imposing external expectations. This approach plants seeds of self-awareness, allowing ideas to bloom naturally over time. Patience is key to the art of subtle challenge. True growth rarely happens overnight. By providing the space and freedom for someone to reflect at their own pace, you create an environment where change feels organic rather than forced. It's not about rushing to see results, but trusting the process of gradual transformation. When someone feels respected and supported, they're more likely to explore their inner world and take meaningful steps forward. The tone and delivery of a challenge are just as important as the message itself. Challenges presented with arrogance or a sense of superiority often breed resistance. On the other hand, a gentle, empathetic approach fosters openness and trust. For example, pointing out an alternative perspective without dismissing their current beliefs allows them to consider new ideas without feeling defensive. It's like planting a small seed of doubt that, with time and care, grows into self-awareness. Subtle challenges thrive in moments of self-reflection. Encouraging someone to think beyond their initial reactions can lead to profound insights. For instance, asking, "Have you ever considered how your choices might impact others?" invites introspection without blame. This approach respects their autonomy while fostering personal growth, creating opportunities for them to arrive at their own conclusions. At the heart of the subtle challenge is a deep respect for the individual's personal journey. Growth is an internal process that cannot be rushed or forced. By trusting that the other person will come to their realizations in their own time, you show respect for their autonomy. This mutual understanding deepens the connection, allowing both parties to evolve together in a way that feels authentic and natural. Subtle challenges also reflect humility and quiet confidence. A man who can challenge someone with empathy and respect demonstrates a strength that's far more compelling than loud demands or efforts to control. Confidence in this context isn't about dominance. It's about having the self-assurance to inspire growth while remaining unattached to the outcome. By subtly encouraging someone to explore their potential, you empower them without trying to dictate the journey. The beauty of subtle challenge lies in its ability to nurture curiosity and inspire lasting change. It's not about manipulation or control, but about fostering self-awareness and encouraging exploration. When done with care and respect, subtle challenges strengthen the bond between two people, creating a space for shared growth and mutual evolution. In relationships, this approach transforms not only the individual, but the connection itself, fostering a dynamic where both partners can grow together. The art of subtle challenge is a testament to the power of understanding, patience, and quiet strength, qualities that leave a lasting impact on any relationship. Number 4. Harnessing the power of tone and language. One of the most underrated yet transformative aspects of connection is the power of tone and language. What you say matters, but how you say it often carries even greater weight. Your tone, intention, and presence create a lasting impression, shaping how others perceive and connect with you. A man who speaks with calmness, confidence, and control naturally stands out. These qualities are subtle yet deeply impactful, signaling emotional stability and intrigue that women instinctively notice. Mastering tone begins with intentionality. A calm, steady, and slightly deeper voice conveys assurance and composure. When you slow down and speak deliberately, every word carries significance. Compare this to speaking too quickly or filling silences with nervous chatter. Such behaviors can come across as insecure or unsure. To project confidence, focus on pacing yourself. Let your words breathe. Pausing intentionally rather than rushing to fill every moment creates anticipation and gives your conversation a sense of depth and presence. Example, instead of hurriedly saying, "I really like spending time with you," take a moment to pause, meet her eyes, and say, "I really enjoy spending time with you." That brief pause before really adds a layer of sincerity and intrigue. It invites her to lean into the moment, making the interaction feel deliberate and meaningful. Language, too, plays a pivotal role in building connection. The words you choose can evoke curiosity and foster deeper conversations. Opt for language that sparks intrigue rather than being overly direct. Instead of saying something straightforward like, "You're interesting," try, "There's something about you I can't quite put my finger on." This subtle shift leaves her wondering what you see in her, inviting reflection and a sense of mystery. Steering conversations away from small talk and toward meaningful topics enhances connection further. For instance, rather than commenting on the weather or surface-level details, you might say, "I get the sense you've experienced things most people wouldn't believe. Would you share one with me?" A question like this opens the door to a deeper exchange, encouraging her to reveal something personal and authentic. Such moments foster trust and create a bond that extends beyond the superficial. Tone and language also offer the opportunity to craft unforgettable moments. When you're intentional in your delivery, you make ordinary words resonate. It's not about having the perfect line, but about creating a feeling she can't ignore. The way you hold her attention through your voice, your choice of words, and your pauses can turn simple exchanges into captivating interactions. At its core, mastering tone and language is about being present and authentic. A composed, confident man doesn't rush to impress. He allows his words to flow naturally, with just enough intrigue to leave an impact. This level of awareness transforms conversations into meaningful experiences, ensuring she remembers not just what you said, but how you made her feel. When you harness the power of tone and language, you communicate more than words. You convey presence, intention, and emotional depth. These skills, rooted in Stoic principles of self-mastery and composure, leave a lasting impression and set the stage for deeper, more genuine connections. With practice, you can transform every conversation into an opportunity to connect on a level that resonates long after the words have been spoken. Number 5, the power of eye contact. Eye contact is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for building attraction and connection. When used with intention, it communicates confidence, attentiveness, and depth, qualities that resonate far beyond words. The eyes, often called the windows to the soul, have a unique ability to create moments of intimacy and trust that few other gestures can achieve. Most people aren't accustomed to being truly seen, which is why meaningful eye contact feels so impactful. By holding steady, relaxed eye contact, you demonstrate that you're fully present and comfortable in your own skin. It tells her that she has your undivided attention, making her feel important and valued. But the key lies in balance. It's not about staring or coming across as intense. Instead, hold her gaze just a moment longer than most people would. This small act of patience signals quiet confidence and self-assuredness. Think about the difference between someone who maintains eye contact versus someone who frequently looks away, glances at their phone, or appears distracted. The latter can come across as disinterested or dismissive, while the former communicates genuine engagement. Add a slight, natural smile to your gaze, and you create a warmth that invites her to relax and feel more connected to you. Eye contact also creates an air of intrigue and anticipation during a natural pause in the conversation. If you maintain your gaze, it gives her space to feel the weight of your attention. If she looks away, it's often because she feels the intensity of the moment, not discomfort, but an awareness of the connection you're building. If she glances back to check if you're still looking, it's a subtle yet clear sign that you've sparked her curiosity. Music, moments of vulnerability, make eye contact even more powerful. When she shares something personal, resist the urge to immediately respond. Instead, hold steady eye contact, showing her that you're fully present and genuinely invested in what she's saying. This silence, paired with your unwavering attention, creates a sense of safety and understanding, helping her feel truly seen and valued. Eye contact also plays a significant role in establishing trust and a hint of mystery. It shows that you're grounded in who you are and don't rely on external validation to feel confident. This is an attractive quality because it implies you're comfortable letting your actions and presence speak louder than words. By maintaining steady eye contact, you show that you're not trying to impress her, but simply allowing the moment to unfold naturally. When done right, eye contact ensures that your presence is deeply felt. It makes her wonder about the depth behind your gaze, setting you apart from others who might not offer the same level of attentiveness. The combination of confidence, warmth, and patience in your gaze creates an unforgettable connection. Mastering the art of meaningful eye contact isn't about saying the perfect thing or making grand gestures. It's about the quiet yet powerful message you send when you truly see someone and let them feel seen. This simple act can leave a lasting impression, making her remember not just the conversation, but the way you made her feel in that moment. Number 6, the art of building mystery. Creating mystery is one of the most powerful yet often overlooked tools in attraction. It's not about being distant or evasive, but about cultivating intrigue, giving just enough to spark curiosity while leaving her wanting more. Mystery keeps a connection dynamic, engaging, and full of potential, making her eager to uncover the layers of who you are. The essence of building mystery lies in restraint. Instead of revealing everything about yourself right away, leave space for her imagination to fill in the gaps. Many men make the mistake of oversharing, trying to impress by laying out every detail of their lives. While this may seem like an honest approach, it can quickly diminish intrigue. Once everything is out in the open, there's little left for her to wonder about or explore. Being just out of reach is about pacing your interactions. For instance, if she asks about your weekend, resist the urge to provide a detailed rundown. Instead, offer something subtle like, "It was interesting. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime." This invites her curiosity and opens the door for future conversations. It's not about playing games. It's about maintaining a sense of independence and purpose that naturally draws her in. Women are often attracted to men who have their own passions, goals, and lives beyond the relationship. When you're secure in yourself and lead with purpose, you create a compelling contrast. While others may seek constant validation, you remain grounded, driven by your own internal compass. This quiet self-assurance makes her want to understand what fuels your confidence and independence. Another key to building mystery is knowing when to leave a conversation. If you've just shared an engaging interaction, don't overstay your welcome. Instead, end on a high note, saying something like, "This was great. I'd love to continue, but I've got to run. Let's pick this up another time." By doing this, you leave her wanting more, creating space for anticipation to build. Mystery also thrives when you reveal yourself gradually, piece by piece. Instead of overwhelming her with everything about you up front, let her discover who you are over time. Share your stories, values, and dreams in layers, allowing her to delve deeper into your world at her own pace. This slow unveiling creates a connection that feels richer and more meaningful, as it invites her to actively engage and invest in getting to know you. It's important to note that building mystery doesn't mean hiding who you are or withholding key parts of yourself. Instead, it's about cultivating depth and creating a balance between openness and restraint. When you share just enough to pique her interest, she'll feel drawn to you because there's always something more to uncover. Ultimately, building mystery ensures that your presence leaves a lasting impression. You're not trying to overwhelm her with constant attention or grand gestures. Instead, you're inviting her to explore the depth of who you are, one layer at a time. This approach creates a dynamic where she's captivated, intrigued, and eager to get closer to you. When done right, the art of mystery keeps her engaged and curious, ensuring that your connection remains vibrant and unforgettable. In the end, it's not about what you say or do in the moment. It's about the feeling you leave behind, making her wonder about the man who's confident enough to hold a little back and let the connection grow naturally. Number 7. The power of silence in attraction. Mastering the art of silence is one of the most underrated yet powerful tools for creating connection and attraction. Silence isn't about awkwardness or disinterest. It's a way to bring depth, intention, and meaning into your interactions. In a world where people rush to fill every pause with words, a man who knows how to use silence becomes captivating. Silence is a statement of confidence, calmness, and self-assuredness. It speaks louder than unnecessary chatter ever could. Many men fear silence, worried it might make things uncomfortable. But in reality, silence creates space for connection. When you embrace a pause, you allow her to reflect on the moment, absorb what's been said, and feel your presence in a way that words alone cannot achieve. A well-placed pause can add weight and significance to a conversation, often conveying more than any amount of talking could. Imagine sitting across from her during a conversation. Instead of rushing to fill every quiet moment, you let the silence linger just a little longer. You meet her gaze, perhaps offering a soft smile, and let the moment breathe. This creates an air of anticipation. She begins to wonder what you're thinking, what you'll say next, and what lies beneath the surface. That curiosity is magnetic, drawing her in without a single word. Silence also amplifies the impact of your words. When she asks a question, don't rush to respond. Take a moment to think before you answer. For example, if she asks, "What's something you're passionate about?" Instead of blurting out a quick reply, you pause, look into her eyes, and say, "That's a great question. Let me think about how to answer it." This thoughtful response signals that you value her question and that your answer carries intention and depth. Moments of vulnerability are where silence truly shines. If she opens up about something personal, resist the urge to immediately give advice or change the subject. Instead, hold space for her. Let her feelings and thoughts flow without interruption. Your attentive presence tells her that you're there to listen, to understand, and to truly be in the moment with her. This kind of connection builds trust and makes her feel genuinely seen and supported. Silence can also be a tool for intrigue. If she asks about your weekend, instead of offering a detailed account, you might say something like, "It was interesting. Maybe I'll tell you about it sometime." Then let the quiet do the rest. This subtle restraint leaves her curious and eager to know more about you. Using silence effectively is not about being passive or withdrawing. It's about showing confidence, control, and presence. It signals that you're comfortable with yourself and don't feel the need to fill the air with unnecessary noise. This kind of poise is rare, and it naturally draws women in because it reflects emotional stability and self-assurance. When done right, silence allows you to create a deeper connection. It shows her that you're not just listening to respond, but listening to understand. You're giving her space to express herself while building an atmosphere of curiosity and respect. This balance of quiet confidence and presence leaves a lasting impression, making her think about the moments you shared long after they've passed. So, while silence may seem counterintuitive, it's an invaluable tool in attraction. It creates intrigue, strengthens emotional bonds, and communicates a level of confidence that words alone cannot. Mastering this art means mastering the ability to leave a lasting impact, one that she won't easily forget. Music, heat, heat, heat. Music, applause, heat, heat. Music, music, heat. Music, applause, heat. Music,